Hey kitty kitties, what up, what up? Welcome to Primal Scream. This is your host, Nick Graystone. For the next hour, we're going to talk about fantasy, reality, and everything in between. Let's go.
What up, kitties? What's going on? It's been, how long has it been? Only 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Man, it seems like forever, dude, since the last time I saw you.
Too long.
Too long, man. Too long. 2 weeks. Like Total Recall. Rip my fucking head off. Wow. So, yeah, I'm back into his house. Tony Walker's back into his house. And I have such an awesome show. It's going to be hot. And I already see the lovely Jessa Flux. She's in the batter's box right now, and she'll be coming on screen soon. I just want to give a shout out to a very special kid. And I know everyone thinks that their kid is the bomb, but my kid really is the bomb. Zozo, she blows my mind every day. And I got to tell you a little something about her this week. So she went for an audition, and she didn't get called back. And you know what? She was upset at first, and I explained to her, I can't tell you how many times Daddy, got rejected and didn't get the call back and whatever. You just get up, press on with the show. It doesn't matter. You'll always, bounce back. So, she was pissed. And you know what? The kid was like, you know what? Maybe there's another theater that will see something in me that, I want to venture out. So she's going out of her comfort zone. So now she's registered, she's locked in, and she's ready to roll with another theater company. And it's awesome because, mind you, she's 10 years old and she's got this, whole big, bright future ahead. And she's not putting all her eggs in one basket, and she's making a name for herself. So I can't be any more prouder. I'm a proud dad, and I love it. And I love her to death. She's my everything, and I'm just so excited. She's also coming up next month. She's going to be on the film set. She's doing Then Came a Rainbow with my good friends Diane Platone and her lovely daughters and Jax and the family. This whole weekend was awesome. We were at New Jersey Horror Con. We're all going to be back together next month at New Jersey Horror Con. Actually, it was PA Horror Con. Next month is going to be New Jersey Horror Con, September 27th and 28th at the New Jersey Expo Center in Edison, New Jersey. So we'll be promoting that. We'll be promoting Sweet Meat. We're going to be promoting the Forest Hills. It's going to be awesome. They just added Caroline Williams today from Texas Chainsaw 2. So exciting. All right, that's enough of me talking shit. I got to bring my guest in because, like I said, you can't keep a lovely lady waiting, and she's awesome. Jessa, what is up?
Hi.
How you doing? Good. I'm so happy that you've accepted my invitation on coming on to Primal Scream. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. So for those of you who don't know, Jessa Flux, just like her website, JessaDoesAll.com.
Jessa does it all.
Does it all. Wow. I even fucked up in the first 30 seconds of my shit. Thank you for correcting me.
No
but she
worries.
truly does do it all. It's amazing. I look at her stories. I follow. And she's a hustler. She's always working. She's always putting her name out there. And I love that. But what I'm so, intrigued about is, I have to ask you, you just completed, it's like a clown university?
Yes. Okay. So I went to a Clown University in January, but it was only like a weekend convention seminar thing. It was really great though. It's called the Northeast Clown University, and I'm going back next year. You know, unless something pops up that's just like I can't refuse. But I had such a great time. But just recently, I went to Mooseburger Clown Summer Camp.
Okay.
And that was crazy. I learned some puppeteering, which is something I've been interested in for a long time anyways. And I was looking into this school in Atlanta to go and learn puppeteering. But, you know, I saw that Mooseburger, the clown camp, offered it. And I was like, let's kill two birds with one stone here. I love clowning and they've got puppeteering. Let's go here. And it was like the time of my life. Like they say like, this is my happy place. And they have t-shirts that say that. And it truly is. Like, it was really, I mean, if I could tell anybody to go to any kind of clown, if you're interested at all, Mooseburger is the place.
Yeah.
And they have so many different things you can learn. Like you can learn like hometown clowning, you know, where you do like carnivals and you walk around at like festivals and stuff. Yeah. Like that kind of thing. Or I did like the puppeteering major. So I learned all kinds of stuff about puppeteering that I never even considered before, which was so cool. Cause like I've watched every single thing you possibly can on Jim Henson, but I didn't know these like little things, you know, like just keeping the clown or the puppet alive while you're like talking and the puppet's just like kind of hanging out, like doing whatever it's doing. Stuff like that. I just never considered, you know, those things. And then there's like the intro to clowning, which I skipped over just because it was like, it covers a lot of things about performance in general and like how to command a crowd, some little like skits you can do, comedy. And I do stand-up comedy and I've been performing my whole life. And I did that other clown seminar thing. So I was like, I feel like the puppeteering route is like what I'm going to do, even though I just started clowning officially this year. And then they have like all kinds of other stuff like care clowning, which is like for hospitals and nursing homes and things like that. It's like whatever you want to get into. And what's really cool is the camp is run by Ringling official old time clowns.
Oh, that's that's the top of the heap right there, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And they know what they're doing. And they're just really open to, because I told them the truth. I was like, they're like, well, what kind of clowning do you want to get into? Do you want to do it for kids? And I'm like, no. I'm interested in like doing clowning for burlesque and drag.
Yeah.
And just to have like the skill set to be able to offer, like if someone's casting a film where they need somebody to do balloon animals, you know what I mean? Like, I'm your girl, you know, I got those skills. Or, you know, if an adult wants to have a party and have like a cute little sexy clown come around and make balloon animals for people and do silly, like you can honk my nose or whatever. Like I do that. I don't honestly like children that much. Your daughter sounds awesome.
One day you'll meet her.
I saw your update about her, what you were just talking about earlier today. And I thought to myself, like, that kind of stuff devastated me as a kid because I tried to get into like, I mean, I've been performing my whole life. I did dance. I tried to get into theater, but I was really, really shy. And it was stuff like that would just absolutely break me. So the fact that she could like just be like, you know what, this just wasn't what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? This is fine. Like, I'm just going to do something else. Like, and it sounds like she's going to be doing a movie soon.
Yeah. So, I mean, she actually is in Sweetmeats. She's in the background when I get my my death scene. You see her on screen. So, I mean, like, she's been on a movie set before, but this is now, she's going to have, like, speaking lines and stuff. And she's been, you know, the center of attention for, like, since she's, like, 2 years old. You know, she knows how to work a room. She got that, I think, from me, who I really got from my mother, who showed me how to work a room, because my mother is like the comedy in the house, you know, back in the day. So it's kind of like I learned from her, then I did my own thing, and then now my offspring is doing it, and it's just like passing the torch. And I'm like, anything that she's doing right now, I'm going to support. And like, I love that she's into this, and it's just like very awesome bonding thing with me. And yeah, it's mad cool.
You guys sound very blessed. Like, I don't have any kids, but if I did and they didn't want to perform, like, I'd tell them to go ahead and get out of my house.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'd
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you're not welcome here. Like, like if you don't want to dance, sing, like, do the moonwalk, what are you gonna do? Like, because we're gonna have to do some kind of performing shit in this house.
Oh, you'll be moonwalking the fuck out of my house. That's what you're gonna be doing.
Out, like, you got to come up with something. You can even mime, so you don't have to talk or nothing. But like, you got to do something. Like, I would be so upset. It sounds like you really lucked out.
Yeah, I did. I mean, like, I'm very blessed. She knows how to do her makeup awesome, and that's her mother. Like, her mom is very artistic, and she knows how to like make like. She's great with makeup. She's an esthetician and stuff, and she just knows about skincare. So she got all that like from her mom. And yeah, and like she was 3 years old. She did a costume contest at Monster Mania, and she won. She was Wednesday Addams, and like she was 3, and she went up there and did her thing, and like tiny. And then like now she's 10, and she's just becoming her own character, and that says a lot about her character being like not giving up, and like I can't ask for anything better. She's awesome. Thank you, but thank you for the compliment and everything. I do appreciate that. You're busy. You're always doing something. Like, there's movies coming out. Like I was talking to you before about some of your projects and everything. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about was OnlyFans. I watched the trailer today, and it looks so funny, and like it has its horror elements and everything. You want to talk a little bit about that?
I would love to. So OnlyFans is going to be a banger, like murder size. I knew it was going to be big, but when it blew up the way it did, like I felt so lucky. You know what I mean? I was like, this is great. Like I'm so happy for everybody that was involved. I'm so happy for Paul and Angie, the creators of Murder Size. Well, they're doing OnlyFans now. And I read the script quite a while ago, actually. A couple years ago, they had been planning on doing this next as soon as like everything died down for Murder Size, and they were done doing screenings and whatnot with that. So they've had this script, I think, written since 2020.
Right.
And so when I read it, the first thing I noticed, what I liked about it, you can tell there's like elements of Paul and Angie in all of their scripts, which I really like, So there's like, first of all, the different vampires, they come from different, sometimes areas of the world and different time periods, which I'm so into. Like, I love the 1960s. I love the 2000s. You know what I mean? Like, I love all that stuff. So you got one girl that was a pop star in the 2000s, very Britney Spears, you know what I mean? And then you got like one girl that's like from France in the 60s. So she's very like, yay, like, that kind of music. And I love that stuff. And then you've got like one that's sort of like a Hispanic, like a hot girl from the 90s, like who's that's a really great part. Like, I mean, and then like I play Drew Marvick's sister. So I'm sure you know who Drew is. He's been in a lot of different horror stuff. They offered me the part to play his sister, and I was like, well, we do have like really similar hair. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, we can do that. And so my part is a little different than what I normally play, which I really appreciate, because a lot of times, and I think it's so funny, I get these like hot girl bimbo, like like kind of like parts, and they really tickle my fancy, because like that's not me at all. Like, I'm just a huge nerd, like, and like I just know how to put on makeup good. You know what I mean? Like, like I'm not like, that's just not really my character. So whenever I get a chance to play those characters, I do enjoy it, and I won't say that I don't, because it's like getting to play your opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
In this role, it's actually very similar to kind of like who I am as a person, which kind of like, it like freaked me out a little bit at first. So I'm playing Gwen, and she's very boyish. I'm very tomboyish. People probably wouldn't guess that, or that I'm shy, or any of these things that are very true about me. But I'm very tomboyish to the point where people thought that I was a boy up until like my breasts started developing when I was like, 12. Like people just thought I was a boy with my long hair and everything. I don't know if I just got like a masculine jaw or something, but it's also probably the way I sit and hold myself. But this is Gwen, she's very like boyish. She's tired of like working these 9-to-5 jobs. She's like doing photography. She's working in a factory and it's just like not paying off. She's living with her brother. It's like, everybody feels this way. It's like, I'm working just to pay the rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets old.
Yeah. And so her brother is a monster hunter and she kind of participates in his little YouTube show with him where he like goes and he's like seeking out cool, like monsters, like cryptids and stuff. And he comes across this girl in a park and he thinks it's a monster. He doesn't realize she's a vampire. He sees blood coming out of her mouth. He doesn't know what it is, but he's excited. He comes back to the boys. I'm one of the boys. He's like showing us these videos that he took of them. And these girls find out who the hell just took this video. So they walk in, right? They're like, absolutely not. Like, this guy's not going to like ruin what we got going on here. And then they get to talking. And then he's like, well, I'm a videographer. Like I do kind of video work, editing and everything. He's like, you girls should like have a website. And they're like, tell me more.
So that's where OnlyFans comes in.
Yeah. So they get this idea for this website that they're going to create. And, I can't tell too much, you know what I mean? But they kind of get my character they're like, hey, Gwen, like, you don't have to work that hard. Like you can like come on and hang out with us and maybe like you should do this website too. And I'm like very reluctant. I'm like, I don't know. That's not really my personality. And they show me a good time and they kind of give me a little makeover. It's kind of like that very like 90s, like She's All That.
I was just going to say She's All That. I love it.
Yeah. So
I love that movie.
I always wanted to play a role like that where I got this kind of makeover.
Yeah.
And go for, how it's like, it's so funny because in all those movies, it's like the girl just has a ponytail and glasses and they just take out the glasses and they bring her hair down and then she's glamorous.
You can tell she's hot behind those glasses and the hair, but then she lets it down and then, the music comes on and then boom, she's in the game.
Exactly. So I kind of get one of those moments, which is really fun.
I love it.
And,
I love it.
You kind of see my progression. Sorry about my dog. He's loud and proud.
No, it's all good. I didn't even hear him.
But so I get to have one of those moments where I just like, you see my character slowly get into being more expressive about herself. It's like not that she's like boyish because I don't know, like it's not like a gender like it's like now I'm feminine and everything's better. It's not like that. It's more like she starts to feel herself and she kind of gets into being able to express herself in a kind of cute way, you know what I mean? Like the other girls have all their own vibes, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like not just one vibe, and she figures out her own vibe out, and it's like it's just really fun to see, and I'm really excited about it. I think people are really gonna like it.
Well, I'm sold on it. I can't wait to watch it. And you know what? I have a trailer that I want to show right now. So without further ado, kiddies, this is OnlyFans.
So, when's your date?
In about 30 minutes. He's a really nice boy.
Remember, don't get attached.
Whoa, what the hell is that? Holy shit. Holy shit.
Scarlett! Did you get him? Yes, I got him, but then this guy saw me in the park and he got away.
What do you think?
It looks like a scrambled porno. Is that a nipple?
No, those are teeth.
We'll fucking get him. Nobody will ever hurt us again.
Never again.
Who are they? Look, I know it's blurry, but I swear to God, I saw that creature eat this dude's face.
You like that shit?
Oh, I love creepy stuff. Mm-hmm. Monsters, movies, conspiracies. I love it all. Let me give you my card. If you ever need any video work, just let me know. I build websites. Us entrepreneurs got to stick together.
Scarlett had big plans for this place. And I think I messed them all up. But I think when she sees what we've done, she'll be happy.
What are we gonna do? Scarlet is a vampire. Okay? Reese, Selena, Zoe, they're all vampires.
What are you talking about? Like real vampires?
Yes, like real vampires. Fangs. Reese bit me too.
Damn. You guys let those bitches bite you?
Cool, so what time does the drug-fueled crazy blood orgy start?
All right, that was OnlyFans. Oh man, I love that. That's so cool. Now I have to ask you about one of the cast members. It's one of the old school queens of porn, Ginger Lynn. Did you share screen time with her? Or?
Not this time,
No?
but you know, she's dope. Like I've been in a couple movies with her now. Few actually. This I think is my third.
Oh wow.
Movie that we've appeared in together, and she's just a firecracker, dude.
She's so nice.
Like,
I met her twice years ago, and she was so cool, down to earth. You know, just I fanboyed out. Try to keep my composure the first time, but then the second time was much smoother. But yeah, she's so nice.
yeah, dude, she's sexy, dude. Like
she still got it.
Oh my god! So I saw her at Cinema Wasteland a couple Cinema Wastelands ago, and just the way she just like walks in a room, just like swaying them hips, like she's definitely, and the way she looks at you is like she makes this eye contact that's like, yeah, you're the only person she's looking at. You know what I mean? And it's I think she's definitely. She picked the right line of work, you know what I mean?
Sure, she's a fucking goddess in that. She's like one of the all-time greatest of all, And I love the fact that she does stuff with Christy Canyon still, and they like have their own show together, and it's so cool just to see them because even Christy, like to this day, like I met her too, and she was so nice to me, and she makes you feel like you're a fan, and you're very appreciated. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely worth it to meet them.
Oh yeah, so. And to just give like a story about Ginger Lynn. So me and my friends used to. Okay, so my best friend in high school, Brittany, would live with her mother. She was a single parent, and her mama had a roommate. Di was her name, and she was very lesbian. Okay, and we would go and steal this DVD out of her room. It was what was it? I'm trying to think. It was a Ginger title. What is like the most popular one?
It wasn't like new wave hookers, was it?
No, it wasn't that. But there was this line in it that we loved it because it was like, I don't even know if I could say it. I'll just say F.
No, you can say the whole thing.
Okay. So she's like confronting this girl. It's like her friend or whatever. And she's like, you fucked my daddy and now I'm going to fuck yours. It's tit for tat, sister. And we used to say that to each other. We thought it was so funny. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's awesome.
But it was a hot movie, and we learned a lot.
Good. Well, God bless Ginger Lynn for that, too. So,
yes.
So that's awesome. So that's like someone that you looked up to as a young Jessa Flux, and then you matured into matured Jessa Flux, and you got to work with her. So
Yeah,
that's like a full circle
crazy.
thing.
It really is. And like, you know, when you see these people that you put on a pedestal, you know what I mean? Like when you're coming up, it's like you don't think like I'll ever have a chance to like work with them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
in any capacity, you know what I mean? And it's like I feel like so many of my dreams have come true, and I'm so lucky. But you know what I mean? Like manifestation is real, dude. Like if you think enough about somebody, they're gonna end up in your life. Like,
Yeah, of course. Awesome. I love that. Manifestation. It's true because if you
Yes.
want it, you got to go get it. It's not going to be handed to you. So,
No.
you know, that's amazing. I love your attitude. I applaud you for saying that because that's like my mantra, I guess you could say, or I don't know, but I like that. That's pretty awesome. All right. So, let's see. I have another movie that are. Well, before we get into that, OnlyFans. When is that coming out?
Okay, so they are having their first premiere of it.
Okay.
I want to say, I think it's October 18th in Modesto. You can look it up. You can just search OnlyFans premiere and it'll come up.
Okay.
It's gonna be at the theater that we shot at actually for several scenes in the movie, so
Cool.
that's super cool.
Yeah.
And I'm personally not able to make it because I'm filming something for Donald Farmer that week, and it'll like run up against it. It'll be like too hard to do, but oh man, I wish I could make it because it's probably going to be a party. Like if
I'm
anybody's
sure.
in the California area, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
anywhere around there, you should definitely go. Like because most of the stars will be there, and you know they're going to be having a great time.
So go check out October 18th in Modesto, OnlyFans. That's going to be out. So that will be the premiere. Now, this next movie that I wanted to talk to you about just dropped a trailer. I believe you said yesterday. Orgy of the Dead 2.
Yeah, man.
I love the name. It's great.
So Orgy of the Dead, the first one, is a movie. The script was written by Ed Wood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I know, right? Like, so he would write scripts and then he'd sell them to other people as a way to make, extra money because, the way he, like everybody says he's the worst, director of all time and all this shit. No, he's not.
No.
I've met some worse directors.
Fuck yeah. Now, like, compared to, like, the worst directors, shit, man, like, he's like fucking Hitchcock.
I swear to God, yeah. So like Glenn or Glenda is classic. If you haven't seen that one, I mean Plan 9, obviously, but Glenn or Glenda was
I've seen that. That's great.
Way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
So fantastic. But anyhow, so he wrote this script, he sold it to another man, and it's basically a burlesque show in a movie, and they make a storyline around it. And that's what we did. There's very much a nod to the original. It's like we're teenagers, you know what I mean? And we're out partying and, we get in a car accident and we're trying to find help and we go and we're like, cause you saw the trailer.
Yeah.
But I was like, let's go to a cemetery.
It reminded me a little bit of like Return of the Living Dead in a way.
Okay. I can see that. Yes. So we end up in the cemetery. And then a show happens, like we're just kind of peeking for a minute. We're like watching, there's like girls dancing. They're doing their thing. Each dancer has a totally different vibe. And they have a different story. They have like a backstory, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like one is the one who killed the emperor. That's the guy who's he's the MC of the show basically. And and he's dead. and one of the dancers, she's got a large, supple rump, and that's how he died. It's under that rump. And he's telling the
what a
story.
way to go.
It's
how I want to go.
The story is great. And so she comes out and she kills it. And then you've got one girl that's like, she's a sword swallower and she sneezed. You know what I mean? Like while she was like swallowing a sword. And so she's dancing around with a sword like poking out of her mouth. I mean, so there's all kinds of different stories. And then we get kind of like caught. like we're like, oh, there's some peeping toms, you know what I mean? So they catch us. They got us tied up to these like sexy bondage crosses, and like I'm just so into it. Like my character, when I read it, he was like, AJ, he was like, just pick which one you want. And I was like, I want the horny one. Like that girl is crazy. Like like my character is turned by like everything that's happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I'd like a nice thick sword down my throat right now. Like I'm like, I got the line.
You're ready to go.
Yeah, like I mean, I was like, that's the one I want to be. And yeah, so it's really gonna be, I think, everything that AJ does. Like he did Babezilla and Babezilla versus Mecha Babezilla, which is the one I was in. And these movies like sell like hotcakes. Like,
of course,
the
names are catchy right off the bat. So I mean, of course, people are going to look into it, and then they find gems within it. You know, so that's
absolutely awesome. And you know, and the way they were edited is so crazy. Like they got these little tiny explosions that I feel like they took from like YouTube videos somehow, and it's like going off on people's faces and stuff, like in the Babezilla versus Mecha Babezilla. It's brilliant. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's like the way it's done is so brilliant. And I saw it screened at Cinema Wasteland, this last Cinema Wasteland, and the whole place was packed. You know what I mean? People were screaming. They were like so into it.
They were into it.
I think Orgy of the Dead 2 is like
right in the same vein as that.
It's gonna be even bigger, dude. Like,
cool.
Like you've got like a dude that does rap. That's like he's like he's the guy that's like doing the emceeing. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's the emperor, because in the original one, it's like this emperor guy who's the actor is definitely drunk. Like, you know what I mean? He's red in the face. He's reading on cue cards. You see his eyes moving and everything. And he's trying to do like he's I think he's trying to sell himself as like straight, but the actor was definitely gay, and it was just, there's a lot going on with that guy.
It's kind of like the creator of it, Ed Wood. He was like, you know,
actually,
yeah,
very much so. So they didn't want to do, like, a lot of people that auditioned for that part, they tried to do that kind of vibe, this as the emperor in the original Orgy of the Dead.
Yeah.
And this guy came in, Mike, he's like, he comes in, he's like, no, I'm gonna do it as myself, you know what I mean? And he's like this big rapper dude who's like super cool. Like this is when I knew he was like down. I walk into like the room, into the makeup room, and he's standing there and he's like, just a flux. We got lazy eyes. I was like, hell yeah, man.
We connect.
We're gonna be friends. You know,
I love it.
I don't know where to look. Do you know where to look? I mean, I got one eye looking to the future. I got one eye looking to the past. Like, I don't know, man. And he's like, same, bro. Like,
that's fucking funny, man.
Yeah. So I was like, we're gonna be friends the rest of our lives. Like, I love this dude. But everybody is so fantastic in the movie, and some of the girls, it was their first time doing anything like sexy. You know what I mean? Right. And just see them talk about it. Like there's a girl that plays a furry, you know what I mean? And she's doing the furry dance because she goes out during hunting season and gets shot up, you know what I mean? That's how she dies.
Oh, Jesus.
But like, yeah, so she comes out and she's like, I've never done any kind of like stripping or anything like sensual, no burlesque or anything before. But she comes out and kills it. And it's like, when you see people like really feeling themselves, like that's so inspiring, dude. Like,
hell yeah.
And I think everybody's going to feel that way when they see it. There's like all body types represented as far as like the performers go.
Good.
It's like, so I think that this is going to be a hit for everybody for a lot of different reasons.
I am sold again. You sold me on the second one. So, all right, we're going to show the trailer for Orgy of the Dead 2 now. And this is directed by Andrew Chambers. So check it out.
Good evening, pathetic creatures of the living. Your emperor has returned, sole ruler of the dark realm and connoisseur of the sins of the flesh. You got me running around. I'm on the other side of town. Gonna put me in the ground. She's gonna be the death of me.
Oh, I know. Let's go to a I've always just wanted to be fucked in a cemetery.
You're a freaky chick. I fucking love it.
Anybody else getting a red rocket?
I see it.
It's like some kind of crazy orgy of the dead.
Yeah, that was good. This is why we're friends. We're on the same page.
That's your brother?
No, that looks like my brother at the end of that trailer.
Was that Mike?
The big dude with the beard. That's Mike?
I think so.
That's
I
the
think
rapper guy?
I think that's. I have to look at it again, but
He's got
yeah,
like
I
a
think
big
that's-
like a beard, kind of goatee or whatever, and bald head.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, yeah, that's my wow. Look, he's even wearing my glasses. I'm on a delay right now, and I was just looking at it again. Yeah, man, me and him could be like I could be his stunt double.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Right?
You guys gotta like team up.
And he raps,
He raps.
and I rap. I rap, and I do metal. And I do it all. That's so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got to link up with this dude. That's cool. Wow. So I can't wait to see that. It looks like so much fun. Like, I had so much fun looking at these trailers today because I really never did. And like now, this is another movie that's going to be on my list. When does this come out?
We just filmed it, so
It's in the editing process and stuff.
Yeah, but he's the thing about Andrew J. Chambers, that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
He's so quick with editing and stuff. Like he gets on it right away, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
because,
that's awesome.
I have done 60-something films. I have worked on 60-something sets.
Yeah.
But only 35 have come out. You know what I mean? It's like
We're still waiting for the movie where we met to come out. They'll be editing it for a while now.
yeah, but that one's coming out. At
It's
least
coming
we know
out.
that.
Yeah,
At
of
least
course.
We know that.
So
But,
that movie is Power of Positive Murder. That's the first time where I met Jessa on set. And that's going to be supposedly Lloyd's hanging it up after that. Like, this might be his last time he's directing, but
he says that.
But you know what? It's like Kiss. Like, their last tour. They did it 8 times. I'm sure Lloyd will direct until he's not breathing anymore.
Yeah,
God
dude.
bless Lloyd.
Yeah, he's an amazing dude, and my dog's going off right now.
What's
sorry.
your dog's name?
His name is Disco, and he's the neighborhood watch. Like,
Good.
He thinks if he sees something, he's not like actually that tough. Like he
Yeah.
acts like he's got like a strong game, but like if anybody like even takes a step towards him, he jumps backwards.
Ah.
Like there's a ghost or something. Like he's crazy.
But he's
Like,
he's looking out the window, making sure that the building is secure.
yeah, he's gonna scare him from the window, but if they came in, he'd be running and hiding. Like
He's like, like a Brooklyn mom, Brooklyn like grandmother looking out the window, making sure,
Yeah,
Don't
that's
you come over
definitely-
here, I'm going to hit you with my wooden spoon.
that's Disco. Yeah. But,
I love
yeah,
it.
Power of Positive Murder. I'm really excited about that. I get to play, if you don't mind me talking
No,
about it.
I'd love to.
Okay, so I get to play like this femme fatale, and the way I read it, I didn't realize that they were gonna make this a film noir, like in the process of making it. I didn't know it was gonna be shot in black and white, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But when I read the part for Lucy, I just saw her as this like 1940s, like she's coming in the office to the like detective and she's like, "Sir, I got a problem." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I need somebody to fix it. Like, so I can also do this transatlantic accent. And I was like, I told them that they wanted me to audition for another part. They thought it was made for me. It's a cam girl, and my friend Niv, Arania. Sorry, I always say her name wrong because she started off with a different name, and now like we're like doing this transition thing. But Niv, she ended up playing the cam girl part, and
Okay.
she killed it. She knocked it out of the park. But I have been trying to get away from doing all sex worker parts, like, and there's nothing wrong with it. And obviously, like, you know, I'm gonna still do them, but like if there's another part, I want to look at that. You know what I
of
mean?
course.
I don't want to always play the sex worker part just because I'm comfortable with my body. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just because like that's what I do for a living. The whole point of acting is being something that you're not. For
Right.
me, you know what I mean? It's like building a character that I'm not. So I was like, I would love to audition for Lucy. I can do this transatlantic accent. And I just see her as being this like 1940s woman. Well, then I come to find out they decided to shoot it in black and white. They're making it a film noir. Like, and I was like, bro, I was like spot on. And I get to play that part.
That's
It's
so cool.
Yeah, I whenever I was growing up, my mom's very into like classic movies, so I grew up watching a lot of that stuff, and that's why I kind of picked up the accent and everything.
You want to drop some names of movies that inspired you as a?
Oh man, whatever happened to Baby Jane is fucking awesome,
right?
Like, I
Holy
love
shit,
that.
movie! That movie is fucked up, but
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
it's so ahead of its time again. You know, to see those two. You're never gonna see a role like that for both of them, you know?
No, because like, you know, well, then and now it's like aging is like a crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't want you to do it. And so the fact that they got to play older people, even, you know, as older people is pretty phenomenal. And then also like the whole idea of a child star being fucked up until you're like elderly.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah,
You know,
fuck
that's-
yeah. How many how many child stars survive? You know, like it's
I'm really
fucking
happy-
crazy.
I'm happy that Miley Cyrus is getting on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, I'm
please.
just like,
I love her. You know, she gets a lot of shit, but like, man, fuck, she's got it. She's got talent. She's got a good voice. Like,
she's got such a sexy voice, and
I love it.
And you know, she really, you know, she came through it. She was you know, what's that called when you're like a kid of like already like somebody famous? What's that? You know,
like a child
a
phenom or
nepo
something.
baby. What's
Yeah,
it called?
I don't even know. I call it. It's
Something
like a
like
child phenom or something.
So she's already a child of a famous person, super famous person.
Oh God, fucking
then,
achy breaky heart, man, was like fucking huge.
Yeah, dude. And like, so she comes out and she's like got some talent. She auditions for a Disney show. Disney kids are like somehow cursed.
Oh fuck
you know?
yeah, man. It's
And so, yeah, even with all that, like she's doing very well, and I love seeing that because like I'm weirdly obsessed with child stars that don't seem to do well. Like I don't know, I'm like, what are they up to?
yeah, what are they up to now? Right,
Like,
exactly.
You know, like Leif Garrett like ran over his friend and paralyzed him. I mean,
Oh
there's so
God,
many
yeah.
issues with like these child stars. So anyways, so I'm just,
Danny
like, kind of-
Bonaducci, you know.
I'm
like-
mesmerized
Yeah,
by
me
them
too.
all.
I met
like,
Danny
for some
Bonaducci at it was at the Cow Palace at the Exotic Ball or whatever, and he just looked fucking wired, like he was on something, and I'm like drunk and high or whatever, and I'm like, look, it's fucking Danny Bonaducci. And my boy's like, dude, don't go fuck with him. He's gonna kill you. And I'm like, nah, he's cool, man. So I went up to him and I was like, Bonaduce, what's up, man? He's like, hey, buddy, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm good, bro. You want to take a picture with me? He's like, sure. He fucking puts his skull next to my skull and like presses, and he's like, let's do it. And like, he was cool. And I just left him alone after that and let him go about his business. But whatever, you know, like that dude was through a lot of shit, you know?
Yeah.
Especially being like, you know, they used to make fun of him as a kid, you know, like red hair and stuff, and like saying that he was like wimpy, but then like he fucking bulked up and he was just like had that chip on his shoulder and stuff. But you know, he's still alive, Bonaducci, right? Yeah. So Cassidy passed away, right? Yes. Tony's my history guy. He knows all the stuff. That's my producer.
Hey, man.
By the way, Tony, when we were watching the second trailer, he said that you're awesome. He loves your vibe. So
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so
this
much.
is so much fun. So, Okay, so I want to talk about Fatal Desires now. This reminds me of like one of those like Silk Stalking episodes, like back in the day.
I don't know what that is, but I think it's what the director meant for you to think of.
Okay.
Like, is that there? It's this whole erotic thriller.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah,
So,
like Basic Instinct kind of thing.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So the whole like 80s and 90s erotic thrillers. So my friend Sean Donahue, he's the director of Fatal Desires, and I worked with him on something more goofy before called the Satan Lives: The Rise of the Illuminati Hotties, which is a comedy. You know what I mean? It's like very silly. So this is a totally different thing for him. He saw a documentary about erotic thrillers and he just felt very inspired by it. And he's like, I'd love to do something like that. So he puts the script together and it's like, it's very erotic thrillery. You know, it's what you expect as far as the script goes. And I got to work with some really incredibly talented other actors, and I always feel like so inspired by other people. You know what I mean? Everybody brings something to the table that I don't know about. So like I try to absorb all their powers, you know what I mean? Like I try to like figure it out, like how do you do it like that? Like why are you like going over your lines like that? I asked so many questions. But it was like super cool. It was a super like supportive environment. Everybody was really talented, and it's a serious movie, which I don't get to do a lot of, you know, like I think that I'm kind of funny. Like I hate to like pat my own back, but like I think I've got like pretty good comedic timing.
No, you're awesome. You got a great personality, and you know, like I think,
you.
you got it.
But you know, so I end up doing a lot of comedies because like I think you have to be smart to be a smart ass. You know what I mean? Like, and
Absolutely.
and so I kind of have like that, you know, that nerdiness about me that also makes me funny. So I end up doing a lot of comedies, but I don't get a lot of opportunities to do serious movies. I have done them in the past. I've done dramas and stuff like that. But the comedies is what really takes off. So I'm really excited to see how this one's going to do. Sean Donahue of Gator Blade Films, he's done a lot of different stuff, like with a lot of different vibes, but it's all mostly horror. This isn't quite a horror movie. There is like murder and like suspense and mystery and all that involved, but it's a little something different for him. So I'm really excited really for him just to like get this out there and see how people are going to receive it. And it's shot really well. Like it looks good. Like, and you know, like there's a lot of movies that like I find doing indie productions, there's like always something that's lacking. It's either the script is a little bit lacking, like it's not like fleshed out all the way as it could be, and then it's shot really well, or it's shot like shit and it's actually a phenomenal script, and you know you had to cut things out because of the way it was shot, you know what I mean? Like that wasn't usable or whatever, and so the way it gets put together in the end, it doesn't really reflect how great the script was. Or, you know, there's sound issues. There's always something.
There's always something. Yeah.
And it just is what it is. And I don't mind to be a part of those productions because I'm a part of learning. You know, like these people are learning how to do it.
Absolutely.
They may do it for themselves, or they may end up like doing it for other companies or whatever, filming and whatnot. But like, I'm a part of their learning process. And I love that. You know what I mean? But this movie's got it all. Like, it's got a really solid script. It's shot really well. There's what he was really excited about. He used miniatures in some of the shots. So he's like doing these forced perspective shots where he's got these little cop cars like that have rolled up to the house, and he's shooting it like with the house
where
behind
it looks
it.
like it's real.
Yes. And it's
Whoa.
so cool. Like,
that's so awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Where was this filmed?
It was filmed in the Tampa area. Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like Florida.
Yeah,
but that's cool. All right. Well, we do have a trailer for this, and this is Fatal Desires, directed by Sean Donahue.
My name is Aurora Bennett, and I'm a licensed sex therapist. I can help with the emotional and mental aspects of sex-related issues.
What the fuck are you doing here?
This is a part of your therapy, Todd.
2 times in one day. I'm gonna call you two-timing Todd.
Men are the devil, Hannah.
Do you think he didn't?
Without a doubt.
Here it comes.
Whoa, that was a great ending to the trailer. And when the fuck am I ever going to find a therapist like that? Yeah, no, that looks awesome. Like I said, you never heard of Silk Stockings, but Silk Stockings was a show on USA back in definitely the early 80s, and it was always on after wrestling. So I'd be like, all right, I'm going to bed, Mom, Dad. And then all of a sudden I'd go and watch Silk Stockings at 11 o'clock at night before I'd go to school and stuff. And it was just always a sexy, it was a sexy thriller kind of mini show. It was an hour long or whatever, but it was always someone died and then the cop gets seduced by the suspect and stuff, or it was a good show, and that just reminded me of it. It took me back a little bit, so I like those types of movies and stuff.
Yeah, I hope that him creating this, it kind of starts a domino effect, and maybe other people will get in on it and start making more stuff like this again. Because it's very, when you think about it, we were talking about, Power of Positive Murder, which is a film noir. That is very much what a erotic thriller is. You know what I mean?
Sure.
There's the femme fatale that has gotten involved with some kind of bullshit. And then she's going to the detective or whomever, and she ends up seducing them. And she's taking advantage. It's very much a very similar genre as film noir. So I really hope that, it takes off for him. And I also hope that it, does that domino effect. Because a lot of stuff happens like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Since we did Murder Size, there's been a few sexy, aerobic 80s based horror movies that have come out since then. So it's this kind of stuff. It's the zeitgeist, what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
It's in there. It starts influencing other people. Other people want to be a part of this. They want to make their own spin on it or whatever.
Wasn't it part of that exercise, the sexercise thing or whatever? That was not American Horror Story, but one of those things had that, the camp thing. What the fuck was that?
Are you sure it wasn't American Horror Story?
It might have been.
Because I didn't finish the 1984 one, but
that's the one, 1984. It was in the camp.
It starts with some people working in an aerobics studio.
That's it. That's the one.
And they end up at a camp.
Right. That was American Horror Story 84, or was it something else?
I think it was the 1984 one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. That was cool. I mean, American Horror Story always was hit or miss with me. My favorite one was either the Witches or the Freak Show.
Oh yeah,
right.
Freak Show, good.
Freak Show is fucking so good, and I love when Evan Peters is singing Nirvana and stuff, and Jessica Lange does that David Bowie tune,
and she does a Lana Del Rey song too.
Yeah,
really, she does it so good.
But I have to say, in the Witches one, when Precious gets seduced by the Minotaur, I thought that was hot.
It was. You got it. Yeah, for sure. There's definitely kind of a sexy thing about cryptids,
Yeah, absolutely. And a fucking figure like a Minotaur coming out and getting down he should. Well, it should.
No, I love Coven too. I felt when I saw Coven, I think that's probably my favorite one. I really liked the first one. I think it was House or something.
Yeah.
A haunted house. But I felt like Coven was made for me. Like, I was like, I am this target demographic for this one. Like, this is totally in the vein of all of my interests.
Yeah.
You know, like
hell yeah. And like Stevie Nicks, like she was already well loved by then, but then like I feel American Horror Story fucking shot her back up into like the stratosphere, and like she became the Great White Witch again, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I saw Fleetwood Mac after that Coven was aired.
Oh.
I saw them play,
Awesome.
and she thanked them on stage. She's like, I just want to thank American Horror Story for everything you did for me. Like, she recognized that,
Good.
you know, that they put
As
her
she
back
should.
into the limelight. And I thought that was like, I'm getting chills thinking about it. I was like, that's so cool of her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I think that's so cool of her to like be appreciative, because you always think like famous people, whether they're like whatever level of fame they are or wherever they're at in their career, you know, because ups and downs happen.
Sure.
It's like, do they really recognize when someone else puts them on? You know what I mean? And I feel like when they do recognize it and they make everybody know that they recognize and they're very appreciative, it makes them seem more human.
No, it
You know
does.
what I mean?
Absolutely. You know what? Like she gave her due, and that reminds me of like Sid Haig. When Sid Haig was big back in like the 70s and the 60s, and he was playing like the heavy, and he was always playing the bad guy. And then he had like a little time off, and then Rob Zombie brought him back into the forefront because Quentin Tarantino had casted him in Jackie Brown, and he reminded him of his childhood. And Rob Zombie always said when he was a kid with his brother, they used to watch a show with Sid, and he was always saying like, hey man, when I make my movie, I want that guy. And then he brought him into fucking Captain Spaulding and brought him into House of a Thousand Corpses, and fucking Sid Haig, man, like got a renaissance on like the third act of his life, and he never forgot it. You know?
Yeah, man. I never got to meet him. Like, I started doing horror cons pretty much after he passed away. So I really missed my opportunity, I feel like, to meet him. But man, that would have been like the best.
He
like,
was beautiful,
I saw
man.
him in a lot of 70s movies, you know, because I get on these like little kicks of different stuff, and like I got on this little kick of blaxploitation.
Oh, he was a lot with what's her name, Pam Grier.
Oh yeah, so he was in a lot of those movies, and I was like, "This is fucking dope!" Like that's Sid Haig, dude.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize like he had been, you know,
Yeah, he
famous.
was huge
before.
back then. You know, like he had a lot of movies back then, and like Spider Baby and stuff. And then he kind of stepped away, and then he felt like, you know, like Hollywood had passed him by. And then Quentin Tarantino loved him, and he put him as the judge in Jackie Brown. He wanted him for something else, but it couldn't work out or whatever. And then you know, once he was in House of a Thousand Corpses, that was it. Then he started getting all those fucking like big roles again. You know, Devil's Rejects, then Halloween, and you know, Rob Zombie used him a couple of times, and he was the real deal, because you know what, like you've seen it. Like you started going to the conventions years ago, but like the prices and stuff have gone up. Sid, up until the day he passed, always kept it at $10, like $10 for your item to get signed, and like that's unheard of, you know. Like, and even like $20 for his autograph on his table. Like everyone else went up, but he stayed the same. He's like, I'm not taking advantage of my fans, and he didn't look at it as like a cash grab for anyone. And I fucking love him. I mean, I have him tattooed on me. I got Captain Spaulding on my arm.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I love Sid, you know, and I actually the other day I saw his wife still works his Instagram, and she put up on there, she had 2 discs full of pictures from the set of Devil's Rejects. And she, you know, she put it up for $30 or whatever. And she's like, if anybody wants them, I reached out to her. I told her, like, you know, how much I appreciated him and everything. And she sent them to me. And it's like 300 pictures from the set. And it's like pictures I've never seen before. And it's just like, what a wild thing, like, to see. Like, it was so cool to see, like, everyone just hanging out and stuff, and alternate takes of pictures and like images of the movie. And They have this big 20th anniversary coming up, and like a book's coming out. I can't wait to look at it because, yeah, it's that's a great movie. You know,
oh man, I love that.
Yeah.
But I think I like. Which one do you like better? Do you like House of a Thousand Corpses or Devil's Rejects better?
I mean, it's like Sophie's choice. I mean, they're both great. Like, I
Different
love House of a Thousand Corpses because it's more trippy, and it's like a big music video into a movie. And Devil's Rejects just reminds me of those 70s road movies, and I love it for that. So like, it's just, if I had to pick, it's a tough one, but I'm probably gonna go with House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, I gotta go with Devil's Rejects, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of what you're saying. It's definitely got that 70s vibe. Even the like color grading that they did on it, it looks very 70s.
Yeah, with the grain and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the House of a Thousand Corpses is more bright colors. Like you said, it's like trippy.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is like a music video. I never thought of it that way. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like Devil's Rejects, and it's got that soundtrack, dog.
It's fucking awesome.
The soundtrack.
Yeah.
I love 70s rock.
Oh,
like that
so
is my
good.
shit. And I can put it on still today and just clean the house.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, it's, you know, got fucking Rocky Mountain Way. It's got, you know, obviously at the end with Freebird, but I fooled around and fell in love. Like, I fucking love that song. And
yeah, you're making the hair stand up on the back of my neck, like thinking about it.
That's awesome. I'm glad I had that effect. Yes. Mission accomplished. Well, I have a song that I want to drop right now, and I've been hearing a lot of positives about it, except for one. One of my friends says you shouldn't stand in the shoes of a dead man, but I decided to do a cover of a song that was popular back in the day, and if I could plug this into my phone, and I did, I'm going to play that right now. And Jesse, you probably know this song. It was big back in the 80s, even though I am older than you.
She might not be able to hear it unless she actually has her...
Oh, okay. So you know what? If you don't hear it, I will send it to you, and you can tell me what you think. But this is Just a Friend, and I just did a cover of it, and it's the famous Biz Markie tune.
Markie?
Yeah.
Oh!
So
dope.
yeah, I did a cover of that, and here it is. So I'm going to put it on right now.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the UN nation. The way that I met her was on a talk concert. She had long hair and a short mini skirt. I just got off stage, dripping with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I could ask you questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her her name, she said blah blah blah. She had tight pants and a very good bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was very enthused. I said, how'd you like the show? She was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back. But when I asked a question, it kinda got strange. Then when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend, she said no, I only have a friend. Come on, I ain't gonna go with that. You got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, and you say he's just a friend. Oh baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, but you say he's just a friend. Oh baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend. So you say he's just a friend. So I took blah blah blah's word for this time. I thought having a friend couldn't be no crime, cause I got friends, and that's a fact, like D-Bag, Krogery, Yari. But you say he's just a friend, and you say he's just a friend. Oh baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, but you say he's just a friend. Baby, you got what I need, But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. So I came to a college on a surprise visit to see my girl who was so exquisite. It was a school day. I knew she was there the first semester of the school year. I went to the gate to ask where her dorm. The guy made me fill out a visitor's form. He told me where it was, and I was on my way to see my baby doll. I was happy to say. I arrived in front of the dormitory. Yo, could you tell me where is door 3? They told me where it was for the moment. I didn't know I was in for such an event. So I came to a room and opened the door. Oh, snap. Guess what I saw? A fella tongue and kissing my girl in the mouth. I was so in shock, my heart went down south. So please listen to the message that I say. Don't ever talk to a girl who says she just has a friend. A friend. Just don't even give me that.
All right, so that was my new single. I don't know when I'm gonna release it, but were you able? I think you were dancing to it.
Yeah, no, I could hear it.
Oh,
dude.
you did. Awesome.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I love it. I love Biz Markie. Honestly, I didn't even know he had passed away until like a month ago. I saw something about it on Instagram and I was like, what? And I looked it up. I don't think that I got the news or something. What did it happen in like
A couple years ago.
maybe?
Yeah, it happened about like 2 years ago. It sucked. Like I think he
yeah, because like
complications from something. I don't know, but yeah, he was a pioneer and everything. And when I was recording it with my producer Greg Gavitt, I was nervous about doing it. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, what do you think, man? He's like, well, you're tackling a big tune, dude, and you don't got the balls to do it, but I do. So I'm happy how it turned out. So I'm planning to like shoot a video for it and everything. So I want to release it like legit, you know. So I think it was fun. But
oh my god, get me in some spandex like body glove shorts.
You are
I'll be in the music video.
100%.
Like,
you could be the girl.
Link this.
You want to do it? Seriously, you'll do it?
I would love that.
Okay, you're 100% casted in my video.
I would love to, yes.
Okay, thank you so much. You just made my night. You made my year.
After the show.
What's that? Oh yeah,
I'm gonna get a body glove, like spandex unitard with like the handprint.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
And I'm gonna be like,
oh, I can't wait. All right, awesome. We'll be in contact after the show, and we'll make this work. I'm so happy that you even put that in the universe, because yeah, that's amazing. I can't wait. Now I'm even more motivated to make this video.
I saw Biz Markie. Oh, we're gonna do it. I saw Biz Markie DJ once at 6 o'clock in the morning in Detroit.
Oof. How was that?
It was dope.
Oh,
it was
that's
dope.
so awesome.
It was like everybody was staying at that party. They were staying at the party for Biz Markie to go on to do his little DJ set, and it just exploded as soon as he got on. Like people were jumping up and down because everybody's getting sleepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like by the time he came on, like he just revved everybody back up, and that was fantastic. On it, honestly, I'm so glad that I was able to see that.
Now you got goosebumps going on me. Now you're throwing them. Awesome.
Hang out in Detroit, man. Things happen.
Yeah, of course. That's one place that I haven't been. I've been all over the place, but I've never been to Detroit, and I've always wanted to check it out. But now
it's really cool.
Yeah, is it? Is it like industrial or like kind of like like New York City?
Really, no, it's not like New York City. It's totally its own animal.
Okay.
Like it's like, first of all, because it used to be Motor City, you know what I mean? It used to be like so bustling. It used to be so busy, and then as soon as like the car factories and stuff closed down, all these people ran out of Detroit. So it's like partially like a ghost town, but like a ghost city. It's almost post-apocalyptic looking. Ooh. And then you've got, but because it used to be such a big city, there's so many cool buildings. There's, there's so many cool, like artists, like as far as like, I'm really into techno, and people make fun of me for that. But there's this whole type of techno that came out of Detroit that Detroit really birthed. And, so I used to go to a music festival there called Movement. And I would go every year, and the parties really of Movement, like the after parties were it. Like they were like cooler than the actual music festival itself. And that's where I saw him play. But there's so many people that go through there that like, and they really respect Detroit. You know what I mean? Detroit has like, their museum is the one of probably the coolest like art museums I've ever been to. It's just a really cool vibe. Like, and you can just really like, it's like affordable somewhat, like because it's like such a ghost town. So you can go to like a bar and get like a burger and like some beers for pretty cheap. Like, you're not city prices or anything, but it used to be like New York City.
Wow, that's crazy. I definitely, like now I'm even like, wow, that's crazy. I definitely, like now I'm even like more intrigued to go there. Like, there's so many artists that have come out of there. Like, there's so many artists that have come out of there too. Like, very
interesting.
Yeah. Like you say, you're into the techno thing that Detroit, and he always gives a shout out to Detroit and stuff. So, and of course, Kiss, Detroit Rock City. What if the place wasn't fucking happening? Kiss would never make a song called Detroit Rock City. So, yeah. So this is a big weekend. Actually, getting back to Tromaville, they're kind of passing the torch. The Toxic Avenger is hitting theaters. Actually, tonight starts screenings and stuff. Very exciting. Have you seen it yet?
I have not. No, they've been cock blocking it, like, because I know they could have sent me a screener, but like nobody sent it to me. I'm going to see it in the theater tomorrow night.
Me too. I'm going tomorrow. I was gonna go tonight after this, but I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get my beauty sleep. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, and then when I get out, I'm going to only work like a straight shift, no overtime, and I'm going to go see actually a matinee. So I'm very excited to see it. I'm super stoked to see Kevin Bacon, because Kevin Bacon, I've always loved him, but as of late, like his role in oh my God, it was the third of the trilogy, Maxine. I thought it was fucking phenomenal in. And I'm looking forward to seeing him in that. And Elijah Wood looks absolutely fucking ridiculous, and I can't wait to see him in it. And of course, my man Peter Dinklage playing the role as Toxie. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what they do. So
me too.
Yeah. I love the original. And speaking of which, the original is playing its double feature on September 5th at Cinema Arts Center, who is a sponsor of the show, and Lloyd's is a sponsor of the show. And Lloyd's going to be there with the original guy who played Toxie, Mitch Cohen. Not Mark Torgel, who played Melvin. But Mitch Cohen's going to be there, and he's going to be doing Melvin. But Mitch Cohen's going to be there, and he's going to be doing a signing and stuff. So I'll be there for sure, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'll be there for sure. And I'm looking forward to it because they're gonna have Toxie, and they're gonna have like Mr. Melvin with Toxie, and they're gonna have like Mr. Melvin, which is the new cut of 2 and 3 put together. I'm curious to see what they did with that 2 and 3 put together. I'm curious to see what they did with that. But have you seen that yet, Mr. Melvin?
Yeah, dude, my boyfriend was
Andrew, right. Oh, so him and what's his name?
yeah.
Or Positive Murder.
Adam. Peltier.
Yeah. Andrew and Adam.
Dude, Adam.
Yeah. I fucking forgot his name. I'm so stupid. They made these two. They put the what was it originally, like Lloyd's idea to do this, and then like they went do this, and then like they went and edited it together or something.
So it was originally, as it was shot, it was supposed to be one movie, but they shot so much. Promo was like, we can make more money if we split it. Up into two movies. So that was their thinking, but I guess they were all hanging out at the office and they just kind of got this idea, like Andrew and Adam, they're like, I wonder if we can find the original script. So they found it in a box of shit with like a bunch of other stuff like piled on top of it that had nothing to do with the script. And they found it, and they say they try to edit it back together as it was originally intended. And I've seen it, and I don't like a long movie. I'll be honest with you.
No.
Usually as I have a short attention span, and it was so action packed, and it was the length it is, you know what I mean? It's a little bit longer. I think it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something, but it works. It works really, really well.
Well, you know what? I'd rather sit between two movies goodly edited than two separate ones that, like, I don't know. From the original, I'm not trying to bash 2 and 3, but from the original, they definitely fell off, and I felt like Citizen Toxie Part 4 got it back going again.